Hi, my name's Paige and welcome to my channel. You're rolling with Paige. Today I'm reviewing The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. This is an oldie and it's honestly the first self-help book I've ever read in my life. Again, I'm not a big reader, but here I am reviewing shit. So welcome. Let's start this out by saying I'm going to give this a 2-star, 2 out of 5, 2 out of 5. I remembered quite a few things from this book and I don't think I necessarily implemented any of them, but the overarching idea of subtly trying to not give as many fucks whilst also giving the right amount of fucks about the right things. Look, it's good. It's fine. It's a 2-star. Let's be real here. It wasn't as good as the book had been hyped about. I think the title and the idea of the book was more catchy than the actual book himself. I did find that it droned on a lot. It had a few stories in there that I liked and I remembered for the most part, but the examples and the stories he used to make his point worked and they did resonate. To a degree. Not that I could relate fully to the people he was speaking about. Like, I learned about this original story of Buddha. I didn't know about that. That was pretty cool. The other story that he wrote about that stuck out to me was the Japanese guy who thought the war was still going, and then that younger kid who ended up finding him in the middle of fucking nowhere and then he died. Like, that whole story, that was kind of cool. I didn't expect that to be in this book. But yeah, so I liked the examples, I understood his point. I didn't really implement anything from it and it's supposed to be like a self-help book. And that's kind of it. Like, I really wanted to finish this book as part of a challenge, and so I found myself just speed reading, which I never ever do. I take each and every little word in and how does it relate to the next sentence? Oh, that relates well. What about the next words? Oh wow. That's how I read. It's fucking slow and methodical and every single little thing sinks in, okay? And if it doesn't, I go back over it because I'm not the best reader and so I need to take my time. I couldn't do that with this book. I had to speed read. I was taking in probably 50%, right? I was just getting through it because I had to, because it was kind of boring and kind of repetitive. It's like he felt the need, or he was told this by someone, that he had to make 3 points for each paragraph and then 3 paragraphs for each topic. That was very obvious. It's fine, you write how you want to write, especially to write that amount of words is a lot. I don't like repetitiveness and I don't like unnecessary wordage because that takes a lot of effort for me to read. That annoys me because it's a lot of work when I shouldn't need to, and I can tell they put more work in to make it more, and now it's more work for me to read. It's like I'm very much a only do what you need to do kind of person. So when it starts to get like that, I get bored, I get annoyed, and that's most of my criticisms you'll probably notice because I'm starting to doing these videos, or me not understanding something. That's all I got. That's all I got. No offense, Mark Manson. I didn't mind it, just the book was hyped up so much. Literally, even when I was like, oh, I'm reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, the amount of people who said, oh, that's a great book. Oh, I've heard that's a great book. It sounds like more of a great book than it actually is. I think it's a bit overhyped. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Or at least you'll see me.